cheers to episode 73.
Cheers.
Tequila.
And tequila.
A bunch of stuff.
And
Well, there's a backstory to it. There's some
Just let the
ingredients.
man live.
you're doing a disservice to the people if you don't tell them what you drink.
So I saw a TikTok the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was someone explain how you make a Baja Blast with a zero sugar Baja Blast with store-bought ingredients. I go, okay, you have my attention. And he did it. He made it alcoholic as well. So you get Glacier Freeze Gatorade, zero. So I didn't know they made now. So they must have gotten rid of G2 because that stuff was terrible and made zero.
Gross. It was real.
And then you get Sprite, zero. And then Mountain Dew, zero. So 3 zeros. You mix those equal parts. And it tastes like Baja Blast. And I can confirm it does because I've made it without the alcohol. So then now I added in tequila tonight. Quite a bit, if I'm being honest. It was a heavy shot. It was a thick shot glass.
2 shots of
So we'll see how this show goes. But that's what I'm drinking. What are you guys drinking?
Truly classic lime margarita.
I'm drinking natural light beer.
Natty.
It's been
Daddies.
a minute since I've had a natural light.
A natural light. Is that what the grandparents have in stock?
Nope, it's what I had left over from you guys being up in East Lansing. It was just in my mini fridge.
Wow. Confirm I did not bring the natty light.
I don't know how it got in there, but I had
You,
one.
you never know when a natural light gets in there. You
No.
don't know who it comes from. Tonight is Thursday, May 26, 2022. It's 7:24 p.m. And I think this is our... Oh, yeah, we never clapped. Oh, my
Well-
God.
Guess, Grant, you'll have to go through it. Do you want to clap now just for fun?
Yeah, let's just clap for fun.
So then you know where you have to go back from?
Yeah, I think if I still line up the claps, it'll still work. It just doesn't... Yeah, if you line up the claps...
Yeah,
you're
it
good.
seems right. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. I might have been really early.
My
we'll
clap
find
was
out.
so baby right there. I think it's good. But that just goes to show how long it's been since we last recorded. We haven't missed a week,
It's been like 11 days, I think.
but it's been like, because we did a Sunday recording,
yeah.
we went a whole week, 7
Late
days,
this
and then
week.
now we're to Thursday. Yeah, so we are out of practice. We haven't missed a week, but we're out of practice. So as I was saying with the intro there, Thursday, and I think this is our first Thursday recording ever, which means
I don't know
this
if
is the
that's true.
first time the podcast has ever dropped on a Friday. So we
Also
have
doesn't feel right.
some pressure to bring good vibes tonight, because if you're listening to this on a Friday, they want to be hyped going into their Memorial Day weekend.
Come on, Alex.
Oh, I got
Lift
a
it
good
up.
feeling. Yeah, got a good feeling. Yeah. Nothing from Alex.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing for the people.
This weekend, the unofficial official start of summer. So that's very exciting.
No, not
Yeah,
true.
you do this every
True.
year, Alex. We did the
True.
same thing
20th.
last year.
June something.
We did
There's
the
an
same-
official calendar first day of summer. There is.
No.
There
Nerd.
is, but this is the official. This is the people's first day of summer.
Way back long ago when Columbus sailed the ocean and the
Right.
Navajo were riding the stars.
Tuesday, June 21st.
They were really...
Summer ends September 22nd.
They were ahead of their time. When the aliens made the pyramids, they said, hey, summer everyone loves. They like to take off all their clothes, get tan, dance around, drink drinks that we'll talk about later in this show. And they put together a calendar for these beautiful 3 months. And they said, you know what? We're going to make a holiday at the start of summer for a 3-day weekend. And we're going to close out summer with another holiday, and we're going to call it Labor Day because it's back to work season. So they really thought about summer and perfected it. Starts on a holiday weekend, ends on a holiday weekend. Those are the official dates. I don't make the rules. I didn't make the holidays. I just abide by them.
Big brain right there, Grant.
Yeah.
Just
Shout
all
out to our
inaccurate,
ancestors.
but cool with it.
So we'll get into that. Like I said, we'll preview the show here. Weekly check-ins. I don't really know. There's not a segment. I just wrote down things that have happened in the sports world since we last talked, because a lot has, but nothing like crazy, because sports are kind of dead right now. I mean, the playoffs nationally stink. I mean, hockey's been okay, but NBA has been blowout city, and none of our teams participate in any playoffs. Having a little bit of weekly Tigers thing, just checking in on Alex's boycott situation.
It's not going well, let me tell you.
Got some stats for you about that.
I love that. So we have a variety of sports there, and then I guess our reaction to the Pistons lottery, because that did happen technically right after we recorded.
Mm-hmm. Someone had to go on vacation at the worst timing.
Yeah, the busiest part of the sports calendar. And then we have
we missed nothing.
We have a snake draft to fulfill the time on this show, because no sports are happening, of summer drinks. And there'll be 5 categories that you'll have to stay tuned to see how we fill them out. Should be pretty good to get everyone ready to get boozed up on this Memorial Day weekend, or grab a Capri Sun if you're underage.
Or if you don't drink and have an alcohol.
Kool-Aid Jammer.
So we'll go Evan first, then me, then Alex, because he went on a nice vacation for our weekly check-in. So Evan, what have you been doing since we last recorded?
Started a new internship. Started that this week.
Congratulations.
Adult World.
Knock on wood if you're with me.
Knock on wood if you're with me. Thanks, John. Let's see, 2 weeks of golf league.
2?
Right? Yeah, and then
yeah.
And then a baseball tournament. I think so 2 weeks ago, had a sub, had a really good time, got our tails kicked in. Just absolutely tails kicked in. We took 6.5 out of 30.
Oh.
Like, we were in first, and I always joked, like, I don't really want to be in first, but falling to like 4th or 5th, like in a heartbeat, kind of put like a little humble pride in your mouth.
Humble pride in your mouth.
This week
was reflected on that.
Golf league played absolutely terrible. Just
Can I do my golf league segment after Evans, just so it all ties in?
Yeah, 100%.
Completely terrible. So I broke my driver at the beginning of the year, and I just like forced myself, like, dude, I gotta hit a driver. I have to hit a driver. So I've been using this alternate driver, and I think I have it down. Like, I was out there warming up. And
what's an alternate driver? Are you just saying
it's just a different driver?
It's just a different driver. Some
special club.
Like, had another driver, and so I've been using it. I couldn't hit it, whatever. Last warm-up hole before we go up to the clubhouse or whatever, pipe a drive down 17. I'm like, all right, I got this thing dialed in. This is easy.
300 yards.
First tee box. Number 1 at Raisin Valley.
Familiar.
Road. Okay, it's out of bounds. Got to hit a provisional. Same exact thing. The ball is literally like the balls like land like 5 feet apart from each other. When I went to go pick them up, they were out of bounds.
Evan's laying 5 from the tee box.
Yeah, so Kevin, KP, nice enough to be like, yeah, just drop up there.
I've already hit 2 out. We don't need it.
We don't. No, just drop up there. I'm hitting.
We don't
5.
have all night.
Yeah, I'm hitting 5, dropping a ball from 5 from 250 yards away, and I'm just like, well, this is great. Got a 9 on the hole, and that was basically my round.
You're like Mito Pereira out there.
Yeah, I felt like it. Hit some decent shots. Hit the shot once again. Hit one of the shots of my life because G was watching.
Anytime my dad watches Evan hit a shot, my dad and I like tell him what to do. He just hits some phenomenal bomb. He did it twice.
Yeah.
Twice on league, and he's done it several times in the past.
So in his head, he thinks Evan could be like a scratch golfer based on the shots you've seen him hit.
No, he's seen Evan hit plenty of bad shots. But when my dad really hypes up a shot for him, it's always butter.
When Garrett just tells me, like, you envision the shot, just do it, it happens. He just speaks it into existence. I'm up against the fence, 3 tee shot. I'm over on 2's green. Just absolutely up against the fence.
Another terrible tee shot for him.
Another terrible tee shot. I was too scared to pipe it out, bounce right, so overhooked it. Basically, I hooked it left. Up against the fence. Foot positioning was like way open stance. My right foot was a little bit higher, kind of slanted a little bit. Didn't have any room for like a backswing, so I basically just had to come straight down, like lift the club straight up, straight down. Couldn't like bring it back slowly, and I just this 8 iron Nice
over
little
a
cut
bunch
to
of
it.
trees.
Nice little cut to it. Lands on the French. I'm talking like a 170-yard shot. Because you couldn't draw it up any better.
It was very nice. Got
Still
a full
double
round of
bogey the
applause.
ball, so it doesn't even matter. But we still took points. All in all, we still took points. 17.5. All in all, like the foursome that we played with just played absolutely terrible. We were the first group out, so we had to play behind the women. They were decently, but get held up on 5.
You guys were pretty slow too, as the group behind you.
Oh yeah, we were. Okay, I had a problem with number 6. Okay, so once again, I was like 9 or 12 over already going into the 6 tee box, so I didn't really care what I was hitting. I was like, I'm gonna hit my driver. I'm over on 17's fairway, not in my fairway. I find my ball. There's a team playing 17. I'm like, all right, yeah, just take the cart up. And the guy in the cart was probably duffing the shot every 20 yards. 20 yards. Get in his cart, drive up 20 yards. He would take the same club. He had like a fairway club trying to hit out of the thick rough. 20 yards.
Sure it was going well.
And I'm sitting there just waiting forever. There's people on 17 waiting to tee off, and I'm just standing there on their fairway. Like, I can't hit yet because I want to hit in this line, but there's guys right in front of me. Eventually, I've had enough. I waited too long. Changed my line of flight from over here. Just turn it way left. And I just pure a shot, and it's in the creek. I'm out of bounds.
Oh, what a terrible break.
I'm cussing up and down because I didn't want to try to hit it over him. I would have definitely got it over him, but I just didn't trust myself at that time.
Instead, hooks it into the creek.
I hook it into the creek. I drop. I don't even care about this hole anymore. Just all went downhill. Thought I had the closest 2 of the night on 8. Nope. 2 people passed me instantly.
My dad included.
Yep. So that just put a stake to the back. All in all, but we still took 17.5 points because everybody played bad.
Yeah. Now, my last 2 weeks of golf. So 2 weeks ago, opposite of Evan's team got murdered. My team, also friend of the podcast, Cody. He comes in, shoots 1 under. I shoot 30-something. I don't remember exactly what it was. We took 24.5 out of 30. So we put on a murder.
Did you play?
Bob and Lou.
Oh,
off the
I
record.
feel bad for him.
Yeah. No. They were surprised when they got the totals. So just put on a murder. Like Evan says, you don't want to be in first that early. Obviously, that took us from third right into first.
Oh, so you were first going into.
So then we were.
I didn't even know that.
We were first by 6 points. So pretty decent lead already.
I wonder if the standings are out.
And then we played course owner, friend of the program, Drew's dad.
Mm-hmm.
How it used to go is when we would play against his team, I would always play really well. He would get mentally rattled and suck. And we flip-flopped, and now I get mentally rattled by him, and I suck. So, similar to Evan...
To say you were mentally rattled is an understatement, I think, in this situation.
Oh, this is the worst golf I've played in 6+ years. So, hole 1, fine. I usually get an 8 on that these days. Didn't get an 8 on hole 1, so it was a good start. Par number 2. And then things just implode. Pump 2 in the road on 3 to the left. Then 4, pump 1 out to the right. 5, pump 1 out to the right. 6, other fairway, pump it out over a creek. Another penalty. 7, Evan? 7. My tee shot.
Oh yeah, you hit the windmill.
Dead shank right. Yes. Made bogey from there. Stunning.
Get up and down.
Yeah. And then 9, another lost ball. So for those counting, I think I had 6 penalties on Monday, and we took 9 points. So there's a first place curse at Raisin Valley right now for the Monday Night Golf League. So whoever's in first next week, so I guess we don't have golf this week, but the week after, you're screwed. But yeah, so then Evan and Drew and I played extra holes, and then I hit it totally fine. It was super weird.
Birdied 15.
Birdied 15.
Yeah.
So just, a weird 2 weeks of golf. And a lot of people sucked on Monday. I just was probably the worst.
Did you mention the time you played one-on-one with me and you played absolute dog poo-poo too?
What was that?
The time we played this year?
I shot an 83, Grant.
You played bad.
That was last Sunday morning.
And I
Played
still shot an 83, so I will... No, it was worse than that. It's 6 penalties.
Look, no one's denying that you're a well above average good golfer. But right now, the game has you in a mental pretzel where you're rushing from work to get to the range to try out new shot techniques.
I went once. I don't try out new techniques. That is not what's going on.
Yeah. No, you're number one subscriber.
You're making things up. But speaking of that, Grant got new clubs and he's using jumbo grips.
Jumbo grips. Jumbo grips for my jumbo hands.
I'm talking the big putter grips on all irons.
Yeah, because I got meaty sausage fingers to wrap around these.
You have tiny baby hands.
Yeah. So what did Alex just do his golf stuff and hasn't done his trip?
Yep.
Okay, we'll do his trip at the end.
Yep.
All right. So I went on a trip, not as exciting as Alex's. I went to the beautiful Upper Peninsula of our state, which really feels...
But Evan didn't give his baseball recap.
It doesn't really matter.
The
Lost
kid
in the championship.
You Snapchatted us that you were winning games and you were too busy for other things.
Correct. That was before championship game, and then if you ask me after championship game, we're undefeated going into the championship. Played really well all weekend. Going the championship to a team that we had already beat in the tournament Saturday morning. We mercied them. Going to the championship, we lose to them 5-1. All the errors that they had, we had. They had very good pitching, and we did not hit very well. They also made some really good plays.
The team and then lost to them. What a tournament!
Yes.
Youth baseball.
Well, Alex, that's basically how the Eastern Conference Finals has been happening. So it happens at the youth level as well.
Yes.
That was quite a comparison.
Big time redemption this weekend, going out towards Grand Rapids for a big Memorial Day tournament. We'll see how we play.
Oh my god!
Wooden bats.
No wooden
Grand
bats.
Rapids has no idea the storm that's about to hit them this weekend.
It's gonna be awesome. Shout out Cormac.
Dug out morale, guys.
The city that Cormac built. I'll see him this weekend.
Is he still at school? Off the record.
Yes, he lives up
What
there.
was it that Young Gravy called it?
Yes.
That's all I think about when you say GV now. I can't get it out of my head. Thanks, Young Gravy.
Young Gravy is butt.
So I went on a trip to the Upper Peninsula, same part of our state, but feels like a different state.
City?
Went to a few, mainly Munising, and then saw my first time in Manistee, Michigan this weekend as well, which is connected by like an hour drive on a 55-mile-an-hour road that I don't think I saw one car on making the drive out there. It was a good trip. The weather was not ideal, but it was good enough you could be outside. It was sunny enough, but cold. I mean, I think it was like 40s to 50s. Came away with it with some new golf clubs that Alex already teased. A little bit long, I think an inch added on to normal clubs, so inched up for me because I'm a tall guy, and jumbo grips, like I said, and some pretty.
And Grant does not have big
thick
hands.
Well, they're no Kenny Pickett's, but
I think that you actually measured them and they were small.
Well, anyways, the clubs have some big old cavity backs on them to really help you when you don't make good swings on the ball, which I don't often. I don't make perfect contact. We can all try to get to Alex's smash factor rating that he likes to brag about incessantly. If you ever see him out at the bar, he just goes up to the the first girl he sees, blonde or brunette. He doesn't discriminate.
Guess what my smash factor is?
She's got a skirt on. He puts his arm around her. He's like, 2 questions for you. 1, would you like a drink? And 2, ask me what my smash factor is.
I've seen it happen, and it's worked.
And she goes,
it has
what?
worked.
She goes,
works every time.
She goes,
I'm all about ball club head.
That was
speed.
quite the hypothetical you guys just did.
Anyways, I'm trying to get to that smash factor, hopefully. So that's what these big old cavity backs will do for me. I only got to play like 9 holes with them, and I wasn't keeping score, just trying to feel them out, hit a bunch of shots rapidly. So, but the ball flew okay, you know. So came home with those, and then I guess this was interesting to me. I like explore nature sometimes when I can, and there's this in Manistee.
Did you about on the course?
No. This is
why you were playing on the course.
Just got distracted like a squirrel.
Switched out of golf.
Yeah, so in Manistee, there's this spring, like a body of water. You know, I was learning how the process of springs work. Actually, as I was at this place, they had a bunch of instructional pictures, but it's called the Big Spring. You guys could actually Google it if you want. Big Spring, Manistee.
Sure.
There's the Native American name for it is called Kitchity Kippy. So that's what they called it. Which is fun to say, but it's
first thing that comes up.
It's easier to say Big Spring. It's a very beautiful body of water in Manistee, Michigan, and you get on like a little raft and you go across a line and you look down. I actually have a video of it, of like the pressure in the spring builds up, and there's a bunch of massive, just absolute unit lake trout in this little spring swimming around.
It says big fish.
Alex, confirmed massive fish in this little pond all swimming around, and
wow, this is quite the thing.
It was okay. It was hidden away. It was cool.
I haven't.
The weird thing is there's no supervision. You just go out there and it's on you to like spin a big wheel to move the raft down, and it's just you gotta trust your fellow Americans that we're gonna get down and back safely. I mean, it's not some scary thing, but
you can swim.
I wanted to jump in, but it's strictly illegal to jump into Kitchity Kippy because it is like a national offense. You can't just be jumping in landmarks like that. So that was, and it stays at a cool like 35 degrees year round because that's how springs work.
I thought, what about hot springs?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. So this comes down from the mountains, the glacial mountains, and it gets pressurized underground, and I think it was like 10,000 gallons of water dump into the spring from underground every minute. And I was like, oh my God, that is a lot of water per minute to think about. What else? Question for you guys.
Answer.
Do you guys think I should / would look good with a mustache?
Nope.
No.
Thank you.
I guess that's how thick it is, I guess.
Right.
You're out here rocking a Tom Selleck mustache or a little Jason mustache?
You're a little Rocco.
Just an absolute ricochet
shot. You have a little
shot.
Rocco mustache.
Because here's the thing. I don't think I can let mine get thick enough to a Tom Selleck level. I don't think my hair is capable of that. But my girlfriend, Marissa, wants me to have a mustache. That was the topic of conversation. She thinks, I think... And honestly, the other day, I was pretty scruffy after the weekend and shaved everything but the stash just to show her what it would look like and how ridiculous it looks. She goes, I think that looks good. I go, no. This does not look good. This looks everything but good. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. I don't think I'll ever do it because I think I look so creepy, like a perv with it, that I wouldn't even just compromise that it looks
like
that bad.
You'd be like the Basil Boys guy.
No, that guy's got
cartoon mustache.
If I could get a little squirrely thing going, I think I would at least
this, half that.
I'll look like the episode of Drake and Josh when he tries to grow one and then his girlfriend shaves off half, or doesn't it was Mindy, no, the sister shaves off half, and then
Mindy's not
Megan.
Mindy was Josh's girlfriend,
right? Oh yeah, because he goes Megan, so she shaves off half at night and then he takes a Sharpie in. That's what I would look like.
It wouldn't look good.
Last thing on my ramble here is I'm making the switch to decaf coffee.
No, you cannot do that again.
Just everyone knock it off. Don't even respond. Evan, don't respond to this.
There's no point.
He has done this 10 times. And he does it for 1 week.
Listen,
and then our cabinet is full. We have like 8 bags of decaf coffee that will never be drank because Grant can't do it. He can't commit to it. He does this once a month. He tries.
It's
happening. Never works. So it's not going to happen.
It's
just a waste of breath.
More often.
It's a waste of breath.
There's no point in drinking coffee if it's not caffeinated.
I need to get better to sleep, and I need to stop drinking it so late in the day, and I have no self-discipline to do that.
Okay.
Drink it in the morning like a normal person.
Yes,
wake up at normal hours and go to bed at a normal time.
The problem isn't coffee. You need to find a substitute for your coffee addiction later in the day. You need to substitute something else, like a different drink.
I just can't I can't get behind tea. That's the natural substitute.
Chew gum.
You could drink like literally anything.
You're not going to want to
go to the
drink
grocery
coffee
store and just find
gum
something
in your mouth.
Find an ice cold like green tea or lemon tea or like, but it's out of the bottle from the gas
Or
station.
drink decaf at night if it's a big deal.
It's decaf or bust right now.
You're such an idiot.
This time though, guys, I did not go cold turkey. I weaned myself off with a little bit. I did like the
Anybody listening, this is an
like
absolute joke of a segment. Grant's not going to do it.
You guys remember in the movie Kicking and Screaming when Will Ferrell's like, I got a half calf. We're getting a half calf. I was making half calves for like a week and now I'm fully off of it.
I'll just post a picture on Twitter of Grant's 8 bags of decaf coffee
You should.
that he will never drink.
No, I'm chugging along.
And I wanted to throw him away. He's like, no, I might drink those.
Alex, you went to Florida. America's armpit.
Yeah.
But you weren't probably in the sweaty part like Miami.
Golf or Atlantic?
Gulf or Atlantic.
Nice.
How was it?
It was good. It was nice to get away from you, work, Michigan. Just kidding. That was good.
You were the talk of the town while you were gone.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's an elephant in the room here.
So.
Yeah, there
Think
is.
so.
Posting thirst traps on it.
I was about to say, Alex.
I wondered if that was going to get brought up.
Alex,
I didn't post
you
it.
posted a thirst trap. And how was it?
How was what?
How was the high after posting a thirst trap? Did you trap any?
Get any?
That's just not how it works.
That's a yes.
You
Thank
catch
you, I'll
any-
take that.
Any bugs on your web that you laid? Charlotte's Web spider ass.
You know, Grant's the original thirst trap poster. We never made fun of him for that.
I don't remember ever seeing one.
Well, good thing the podcast wasn't around back then.
Yeah, don't bring it up, Alex. Don't drag other people into this conversation. We're roasting
I'm
you.
deleting the post.
The
as
first
we
thing
speak.
Grant said to me when I got back was, are we going to address the elephant?
Look,
I posted
guys,
a picture on Instagram and everyone wants to talk about it.
only because of the guys we are. Guys like us, our friend group, we don't typically do that. We don't step out like that.
Well, you got to at some point, right?
No.
You,
I don't have to, actually. I really don't.
I guess you don't.
You don't have to. I'm not
It
saying
doesn't
I'm
even matter
against-
because Garrett looks better than you with his shirt off. So.
Yo, G
Wow.
did. I hope G's listening right now. For a second there, I was like, who has the better abdominal muscles, G or Alex?
Oh. Shout out Garrett. Yeah, no, it's just a picture, man. There was also other pictures in the post. It wasn't the only one. But
Taro was hard to take my eyes off the first one.
Hmm. Why'd you post that one first? Why didn't you post that one second or third?
Yeah.
full disclosure, I didn't really do any of the posting. So
Oh.
Not even a real man to post his own thirst traps.
He already got a girl to do it for him because it was that fast. You got one before he even posted it.
He walked around on the beach with his phone saying, "Do you think this is a good picture?" And then a girl's like, "Yep, I'm yours." And then she posted it for him.
that is how it went, yeah.
Crazy. Any notable stories from Florida?
Played a nice golf course in Florida.
Name?
It's called
Architect, please.
Oak Marsh.
Had PGA Tour Pro there.
Slow braiding. Slow braiding.
Hold on.
Yardage. Did you play from the tips?
Alex, I don't actually need to know all this information.
Played from the tips, yes.
I was thinking about this the other day. We play from the tips when we just shouldn't. Like when we're going on the golf. Well, when you are going on your golf trip, just tell everybody not to play.
I
From
don't
the
think
tips.
it's happening,
Nobody's ever good enough.
by the way.
I guess it could.
Yeah, it would have to get moved. Anyways.
Yeah, the tips are so overrated.
Yeah.
We didn't play the
Nobody's-
tips every hole. It was more of a combo thing.
I heard that's
tees.
illegal.
No, some courses have it designed like that, Grant. Now, granted, we didn't have it designed like that, but we were playing with a
your
guy that
smash
was,
rating was out of the world in Florida, so you played for the tips.
no. So yeah, that was fun. Playing golf when it's super humid and hot. It's different than playing here. Grass is much different too. Fairway grass and all that. There's like sand underneath. instead of
Bermuda,
hard ground.
Mm.
So that
Kentucky blue.
I don't know the grass specifically. So I golfed, hung out on the beach, went to some dinners with the fam. It was just a family vacation. Wasn't crazy. It wasn't Miami with the boys by any means.
Well, nothing was.
Nothing. We'll take
Nothing.
that vacation.
So, but
That was
yeah.
actually just a mission for Mel Tucker. Really, that wasn't even that was work. That wasn't
That
vacation.
That was a business trip for this
We
podcast,
came to
actually.
take over.
Yeah. So yeah, it was good. Nothing crazy.
All
I can't
right.
think of any crazy. Only thing I would say is So my sister lives in the Jacksonville area.
Go Jaguars.
We were staying in like Fernandina Beach, I think is what it's called, Amelia Island. So that area is really nice, very like touristy nice. And then Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody's from Jacksonville.
I've seen a couple videos.
The place is a dump.
I might have to make a clip of this right here. There's an all-time video of, I don't want to call her a homeless lady in Jacksonville because I don't know for sure, but gave off that vibe talking about Blake Bortles when he was down there. And it was, I don't even know how to explain it. I'll send it to you guys in the chat when this show's over. It was one of the funniest videos of all time. And it just screams Jacksonville people.
Yeah. And also Jacksonville people, not the best looking. Not saying we're the best looking people, but some ugly people in Jacksonville.
And Florida drivers stink.
Real bad. Bad.
They don't really think about any other car on
My
the road.
sister and her boyfriend did see Trevor Lawrence walking his dog with his girlfriend, though. But he doesn't.
Whose hair was better in person?
Not sure. I wasn't there.
Well,
But
that's a logical question.
He doesn't live downtown Jacksonville. He lives outside of it. I guess all the Jaguars players do.
Yeah, I hope so.
So
you're
also,
saying
Jacksonville, fun fact, is the largest like area of a major city in the United States. It's very spread out.
By landmass?
Yeah. It's very strange. There's like a bridge, and it looks huge. So it's a very spread out.
Based on your knowledge, Alex, did DJ Chark upgrade cities?
Yeah, I think he did. Because he's probably living in like Birmingham, Bloomfield Hills area, and that's way nicer.
That's high praise.
He also threw out the first pitch tonight. Shout out DJ.
Did he really?
Yeah, with his kid in hand.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it was.
Now to the sports that have happened since our
we
last
like sports
show.
and we don't care who knows.
That's what this show's about. Damn it.
We
I'll
gotta
kick
drop
off
that music video still.
That's in the works.
Evan and I'll do it at a football game this year.
I'm gonna start with the best sports thing that I saw, like the SVP best thing I saw. Best sporting event moment I've seen since Michigan beat Ohio State. It would have been longer, but Michigan beating Ohio State still takes it. Manchester City. 3 Premier League guys here. Before I talk about Manchester City, round of applause for us, knock on wood, for all 3 of our teams qualifying for the Champions League.
Shout out Dr. Love. Tottenham finally did it.
So big for Tottenham, America's team.
Huge. Tom Holland's team.
But to have Manchester City, and I know people are like, Grant, this is a Detroit show. Who gives a single about Manchester City? Well, you are right now, okay? You're just going to listen, okay? Because this is our show. To lose in a devastating fashion in the Champions League semifinal to Real Madrid, to be up 2 goals, to give up 3 in like 3 minutes, to lose that, one of the ultimate quests in soccer. Then to come back and have to win basically every game because Liverpool is up your butt because they are phenomenal as well. And then you get into the last day when everyone plays at the same exact time, which is awesome, by the way. And you get down 2-0 against Aston Villa. Aston Villa, middle of the table, just an average ho-hum team playing spoiler. And Liverpool is tied, so technically you're still fine, but you know Liverpool's going to score again, which they did, so you had to win. And then you somehow score 3 goals in 5 minutes. And the videos, the motions, the fans, the reactions. Oh my God. I was working when it happened, so I had to like react to it. But then I told Alex this, Evan, and I don't even feel ashamed for saying it. I sat down in my bed the next day and watched the highlights with my headphones on, and I almost teared up. I had goosebumps all over my body and watching our players and coach cry after knowing
awfully graphic, Grant,
how terrible it had to have been to lose to Real Madrid. And I guess it's a testament that I realized how big of a soccer fan I've actually become. What started out as kind of a joke is like fully real now. And I was thinking, I think soccer is like my 3rd most watched consumed sport behind basketball and football. Now, basketball and football, that counts college and pros. But honestly, even Manchester City, I've cared about them more than the Pistons the last 4 years. So they are up there as one of my favorite teams. So I just wanted to shout them out because that was an incredible moment. And I was curious, where is soccer growing on your guys' fandom list? Because our Detroit teams are really terrible. So it's slowly been jumping them in my mind.
My soccer fandom's massively growing. I spent my time in the airport watching just Premier League Sunday. And it was a great time. I enjoyed watching all the games. So it's rapidly growing. And now that my team's actually good enough to make the Champions League, it's just going to go up more.
You just got caned.
You just got caned.
Best video of all time. You just got caned.
It's interesting that you say, like, watching hours, I would say. That I don't know if it's more than Detroit sports because I'm diehard Detroit sports, but if you put into the factor of just watching games, I'm 3, 4 times, 5 times the amount of time I've watched Chelsea way more than I've watched the Pistons.
Yeah. I would agree.
And I don't think it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like, I think if I just watch one Chelsea game, I think it's already more than, like, the Pistons games I've watched.
I watch more Tottenham than the Tigers. So.
Well, this is also Bally Sports' fault and Dish Network's fault for not being
Yeah,
on
that is
TV.
a factor. That is a factor.
And the Tigers have been so bad for the 7 years of this rebuild that I'm starting to find more excitement and enjoyment from soccer than I do watching baseball on TV. Like, I watch soccer and, like, it does get boring at times if they're just playing defense too much, but I'm like, this is more exciting than a baseball game, and it's so fast. Like, there is
commercials.
There is extra time, but no commercials is fantastic.
So nice.
45 minutes, boom.
45-minute halftime, 45 minutes, and we're done.
Can't beat it, really.
It is a great way to start your weekend morning. Saturday or Sunday morning, you're just in there making breakfast, making brunch, just have it on, watch it, eat. Oh.
Evan, we did need more from you on Sunday in the group chat.
I'm sorry, I was trying to win a championship.
Fair.
The
rest of the people in that chat,
championship.
I would consider frauds. Just
I was occupied.
Activity.
Just you need to attack one of them, and then they'll jump back. You got to attack them first. You can't just throw out a feeler and be like, "Oh yeah, this is fun to watch, guys." You got to attack somebody.
It is.
Get it
It's fun to watch. Can someone?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the last little soccer blurb. Why is the World Cup not in the summer? Why is it in November?
Because it gets too hot.
Qatar is too hot.
Qatar.
It's
QAtar.
I feel like Qatar is better.
It's Qatar, though.
The equator.
It gets too hot.
Well, it's really dumb because,
No, but Alex,
World Cup is made for the summer.
Is just going to be a sports buffet down your
But
throat.
I'll still be locked into it.
But we also, Evan, we
United
desperately...
States versus England Friday night after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild
Sandwich
game.
in between
But there's pro football on.
Friday night.
I'm going to be watching
It's Friday night. There's no pro football game. Sandwich in between the Lions on Thursday and then Michigan State's final game and Michigan versus Ohio State is you have England versus United
sports.
States.
I'm going to need to ask days off from
Down
work.
your throat.
Wow, that is in your mouth.
Oh, fun soccer thing if you live in America. I don't think I'm going to make it because I think I want to save my money for a bucket list trip to Europe.
They're playing Orlando.
Green Bay.
Or the Man City and Bayern Munich are playing at Lambeau Field in the end of June, I believe, or July is one of those
Chelsea's
weekends.
playing in Orlando, I think Daddy's Camp or Faster Horses weekend. It's one of those 2 weekends.
That's kind of sweet. Who are they? Do you know who they're
August
playing?
and July are
I
pretty
do not
booked
know
up.
who they're playing.
Yeah, I think I'm like, I want to go, but also like it's a friendly, so they're not going to play their best people probably, and I'm just going to save money till I eventually go to the Etihad Stadium one day in Manchester.
And Messi's
Yeah, we should plan that when
Miami.
we all have a ton of money. Let's all go to Europe.
Yeah,
and go
Messi to MLS.
I would
one
love
day.
to go on a soccer just tour.
It would be sick.
Just
It's cheaper over there to go to those games because they have more games. They have.
just shotgun Guinness.
I would like to go to.
I don't know what ticket prices are.
Have you seen those TikToks of like the guy that goes like the VIP and like the tourist things?
Tottenham Stadium's brand new. It's incredibly.
Yes, but like the guy goes to like the VIP and like rates all the stadiums and like the customer service and like the viewing atmosphere and all that.
What a job.
You've never seen it, bro? I don't know if I'll ever be able to find it. I'll try to look tonight. I'll send it to you. It's fantastic. I want to do one of those for one of the trips.
That'd be awesome.
That
A
would be
review.
sick. We're gonna need to make.
All right,
more.
so now downside of sports, the Detroit Tigers.
Ugh.
Alex,
Boycott's
what's the
almost
status of
back.
your boycott?
Tigers
I don't
are up
remember
3-1
exact
today.
rules. What was the exact rules? They
It was
win,
you have to wait until the first weekend of June. We have to get through these 18 games first.
and they had to
Tampa
win
Bay and then
11.
Conference. No,
They had to
we
win
had-
11,
Yeah, they had a winning
They-
record.
so they could only lose 7 games.
Yes,
Yeah.
I said you should go 12-6 to get like 5 or 6 games back out of like 500.
And that was before the Rays series, correct?
correct. And
Yes.
we went 1-2 1-1 against Cleveland, and then 1-2 against the Twins.
They've lost 5 games. They have 3 remaining.
Oh,
3
boy.
remaining losses.
Oh, boy.
And they're winning tonight. Guardians, Twins. That's what they got left.
So how many games total?
6. They got to go
6.
3-3.
That's doable. That is doable.
Wait.
Assuming they win tonight.
Okay, yeah. Wait.
That
They
doesn't
have-
add up, Alex.
Oh,
There's 7
6
left.
6 after tonight. Okay. I see
Yeah,
what
there's
you're
7
So they
left,
can only win
including the
twice.
live
They
game
have to
right
go
now.
5-2.
saying. They have to go 5 and 2.
5-2.
Yeah, but you're assuming they win tonight, so just got to go 4-2.
Yeah, our bullpens. You can
No,
already
they
chalk
can
it up.
lose. They can lose 3 games. They can go.
I said 12-6.
Okay, then they gotta win a bunch of games.
You said they have 3 losses right now.
They
Yeah.
do.
Well, no, they've had 4.
Oh. Yeah, so they
They've
can only
had
lose twice.
They can lose
No, they've
twice.
had 5.
No.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
they've
can,
had
They
5.
could lose 8, is what I said.
Oh my
I've been
God.
saying
They
7.
they haven't lost 5. They only played
No, they have.
Cleveland
You're right.
once.
They lost
Yeah.
to
They
the
only played
Rays
Cleveland
twice.
twice.
They
They
lost
lost
to
to the Rays
Cleveland once.
Once.
They lost to the Twins
Twins
once. Twice.
Twice.
That's 5.
2, 4, 5, 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they
so
can
if-
only lose one more time. So they have to
Oh,
go
no.
8-1.
Oh no.
They could do it. I believe it.
The boycott has never been stronger.
They got to go
I believe it.
7-1. 7.
Here we go.
You know what? Who's gonna join you on your boycott? Joel Zamaya. Did you guys see what he
I saw
typed
that.
out? Yeah.
He's
Joel
angry.
Zamaya. Cheers to Guitar Hero.
Cheers to Joel Zamaya. I love
I mean,
how he specifically said he like didn't want any specific person fired, but like mentioned Al Avila, and then the next sentence like we need a clean house.
Joel's upset, as he should be.
Oh yeah, he'll be joining you.
Yeah, it sucks.
Where's my stats?
While Evan pulls it
Oh,
up, I
Evan,
just
you're
gotta.
going to try to make it seem like we're good?
No, I'm
No.
going
I
to
saw
seem like
one-
we are terrible.
We are like one of the worst offenses in the history of baseball.
I saw one stat that said we were going to be the worst team
Yes.
in
I
baseball
remember
run
where I
scoring
liked
wise
it.
by like 200 runs.
Evan, I'll tee you up. I'll read off one that I read. So this article is from 2010 when the Seattle Mariners were absolutely cheeks, and a guy from ESPN wrote an article about it. So the stats have updated, but he said entering Monday, the Mariners are averaging 3.17 runs per game. Only one major league team since 1972, the 1981 Blue Jays, have scored fewer runs per game. So 3.17. The Detroit Tigers
What are we at 1.8?
are averaging 2.74 runs per game. So we are well below, so far, the worst teams in the history of the sport of baseball, which is a very historic and lengthy sport.
It's
I mean, there
really
was one
disappointing
stat
that
that
our
was
pitching
like-
is like pretty good. It's like good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. There was one stat.
I got a stat for you.
There was one. Is it the Aaron Judge one?
No,
I saw that one.
it's
That one's
even better.
pretty bad too.
Okay. Drop it on a 7.
The Tigers are currently on pace. This was as of 5 days ago, so it probably hasn't gotten better since then. Tigers are currently on pace to score the fewest runs in franchise history. That includes the live ball, the dead ball, pre-World War II, pre-World War One. They're on pace to score 440.
This
runs.
is what I saw.
The last time they played less than 500 runs was 1918.
Mm.
For context, the 2003 Tigers lost over 110 games,
Oh,
scored 591.
wow.
That's 150 more than what we're on pace for.
Well, I mean, how they had Dimitri Young slapping around baseballs back then. How are they not going to score almost 600 runs?
Who's the first baseman? Higginson?
Carlos Pena.
Bobby Higginson?
Craig
Higginson was a
Monroe?
right fielder.
He played all
Carlos
sorts of positions.
Pena?
Carlos Pena was on.
Do
the
we
team.
have him?
Turned
Look,
into
all I
an
know
all-star.
is the stats are. Well, also, you never want to be compared to stats from the dead ball era. That's just not a good phrase to be saying.
I
Like,
also
oh
have
yeah,
another stat for you.
What is the dead ball era?
the balls were dead, Alex.
What does that mean?
I don't know,
Bowling
but it
balls
just
out
sounds scary.
They're
So
playing
Miguel
with
Cabrera leads the
rock.
Tigers in RBIs right now.
Mm.
How many RBIs do you think he has?
17.
I was going to say 12.
It's probably updated. Grant, you're probably right. This as of a day
I have
ago,
no
it
idea.
was it was 16,
Oh, what a guess!
Ew.
and he's played in 36 games.
Ew.
Look, I don't have a stat. I just have an
Trevor
eye
Story has had 16 RBIs over the last 5 games.
Yeah, he's
I
been
was
on
going to say he had
fire.
8 in a game the other day. He had 3 home runs.
Jock Peterson had 8 RBIs in one game.
Yeah,
I think Bryce Harper's month of May is probably better than our whole team's stats combined.
Aaron Judge has more home runs than our whole team.
Bryce Harper hasn't?
No, he's got Tommy Johns.
He's DHing now. He DHs.
God, Grant,
his month of May is insane. His month of May is insane. Anyways, I don't have a stat for this, but I just have an eye test. What's alarming about our offense is that Harold Castro is the best hitter on our team. That's when you know things are bleak.
I saw your tweet.
Yeah, bad. And a good point came up because obviously it does suck that all these injuries are happening. Like we just found out today, Matt Manning is going to be shut down for the foreseeable future. So just really bad things happening. But I saw
too, right?
I saw a great. No,
he said he was going to start in this next.
He got a fastball off his shin, so that's okay.
So he's fine.
I saw a comment underneath the tweet of saying Matt Manning was going to be shut down, and someone saying, "Wow, it's almost like prioritizing only your pitching staff for a 7-year rebuild was a bad idea with all these injuries." Like, it's a good point because, as Alex said, our pitching hasn't been that bad for the collection of guys. And shout out to Chris Fetter for like putting Band-Aids on this problem. If we had drafted like more hitters throughout this 7-year rebuild stretch, maybe we'd be better. And we'd actually have guys that can, I don't know, like the Yankees, put balls into the bleachers. I mean, you look at JD Martinez right now, he's like leading multiple categories.
We don't have
at least
to bring
one.
up JD every week. Right?
It just sucks when he's leading the AL in certain offensive stats.
Hey, never
like,
forget when he came back from that injury and hit that bomb in the 8th.
Oh my God.
That was one of the best moments I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. And we traded him for peanuts.
Yeah.
We did the chart the other day. Guys that are retired from baseball. So,
Spin Zone. I got a good news. Good news. Updated prospect rankings. Riley Green is 3rd in Major League Baseball.
Oh, I thought if we get the first pick, we get to draft Andrew Jones' son, who's an absolute
That kid's
stud.
really good. Really good. But
We need a center fielder.
we need anything that hits
Everything.
a baseball.
Okay, here hypothetical right now. Hypothetical. Would you draft Kumar Rocker?
So what was the deal
No,
with him? Wasn't he supposed to be in the draft last year?
I'm not
Okay, so
drafting a pitcher.
And then
he
he had
declined to
some
have a
injury
physical
problems.
before he got drafted, and then he got drafted and then just refused to sign. So
You're saying we're the first pick?
huh?
You're
He's
saying
not going to
we're
be the first pick. He's going to be later in the rounds because of his
Top
medical
5.
history and whatnot.
I would take a hitter over him. If that's what you're asking.
Just hypotheticals.
I don't want any more pitchers until we start hitting bombs. I
Are
want
you
to lose
guys-
games 11-10.
Are you guys starting to lose your love for baseball because of this team?
7 years of this, it's really hard to like even give a single about any of this game.
I would say no because I still get excited when I'm watching like one of the players that I care about.
I was gonna say I like watching postseason baseball and like good players and good teams. So no,
I'm talking about players I like on the Tigers.
yeah, it's hard to find them.
I mean, I can get myself to care about a single at bat here and there in a close game, but I don't know if I really even care about
Yeah,
this 162, which is honestly kind of nice because our football season was so demanding with our college football teams being so elite that it's like I kind of need a break.
Brutal. Football season was brutal on the mental health.
I just kind of need a break from everything in the summertime. So I'm honestly not complaining, but I'm sure for the people that have jobs, the people that have jobs probably are a little bit worried because right now I stand with Joel Zamaya. I'll say that right now. I stand with him.
I stand with the chief of prop replying to every single Tigers final score with fire Alabila and year 7 of the rebuild. This is a joke. He does it on every single final score that we lose, and I think it's hilarious.
Just said we don't have any star players.
We don't.
None.
Well, Javi strikes out too much.
We talked about this last year that we needed to somehow get Theo Epstein. So part of this is on us because we did not execute that campaign. And right now he's probably looking around like, I'm not touching that dumpster fire.
Yeah, no shit.
We'd be
all right.
better GMs. If we
Next
were
one-
the 3 GMs, we would be better than Alvila.
Oh yeah, I would definitely like
If
Clint
the 3 of us
Eastwood.
ran the Tigers, I think we would be really good at it.
Like Clint Eastwood in trouble with the curve. I would identify prospects that can't hit curveballs. We'd stay away from them.
We'd get us to 89 wins this season.
Yeah, Hinch is our manager though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for
perfect.
Sure. We're not hiring.
And like Evan said, he wins you like 10 games throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, no, we would basically just let him decide things for us.
All right, some quicker topics now, away from the dumpster fire of the Tigers. Nick Saban and Jimbo got in a huge fight, which I thought was good enough to talk about on this show, because the question I had is, like, could you guys imagine on how fired up we'd be if this was Jim versus Mel one year? Like, this would be front page, opening the podcast type of news that we kind of need in our lives.
No, I don't want that.
And this thing get brought up again, like the start of the football season. Then it's getting brought up again when
Alabama,
they play.
Texas A&M week.
Yeah. I mean, it is just, but like Nick Saban is dating himself with just bad information. Like he's the boomer. That's whatever he reads, it has to be true.
Nick's just saying shit. He doesn't even put any thought process
He's just bitter.
into it. He just says stuff.
Yeah, but Deion Sanders had a good point. Like he was saying that he was doing this on purpose to try to like drain out more money from his boosters.
I agree with that. That was
because they're just trying to like, well, look at what Texas A&M is doing. But also, Lane Kiffin tweeted. Somebody tweeted out like a graphic of like Texas A&M's like recruiting class, like the last 5 or 6 years, and how many 5 and 4 stars they had. And this year they had like 7 or 8. I mean, it's just considerably noticeable. Like, yes, you didn't technically buy.
They did. Texas A&M
when
was
you
doing
have
that.
like people in the oil industry it's pumping money, especially right now. They're just pumping money left and right. They don't care what $200,000-$400,000 is to a kid.
They have incredibly wealthy
kids,
boosters.
those Texas people, their religion is football. They would do anything they can to win. So.
Yeah, and two, it's like Nick Saban. I guess I see where Jimbo was mad because it was just a shot for no reason. But like Nick Saban didn't say anything technically wrong if we're just going to be honest. And also, like in this era of NIL, there are no rules really established yet because the NCAA fired their president, doesn't know what they're doing. So like
enforce some rules.
So like I don't think at least for this stretch of our lives, I think it's weird to get mad at teams dropping bags. Like when people were mad at USC for trying to take Addison, who cares? It's the Wild West now. If they want to spend a bunch of money, you don't have to like agree with it, but they're not really breaking any rules because there aren't really any rules right now. No one's doing anything about it.
Breaking news. People in East Lansing are doing it too. So
my whole problem with it,
Michigan State's not innocent by any means.
Everyone does it.
My
Michigan like struggles to do it.
Is fans yelling at another fan base for doing it, and then they'll turn around and support their fans for doing the same thing.
Yeah, fan bases can't complain because most teams are doing it.
And like the example is
Eastern Michigan offered $1 million to Caleb Williams.
Charlie Batch.
That counts.
Did that Michigan kid really get a Lambo from like the Ann Arbor dealership?
Probably. It's probably, I don't know who it would be. Maybe Will
Some
Johnson.
offensive lineman got one. I saw.
Yeah, I'm sure things are going on all the time.
I just saw a bunch of Michigan fans like roasting Robinson from Texas for saying, "Oh, we would never support that if that was a Michigan player." And like the same guy tweeted after that, and he's like, "Oh, drive safe around campus."
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that
the 5-star, the Hicks dude that Michigan State's recruiting. There's a rumor that we have offered him a 7-figure deal. So
yeah, now that's good stuff.
Number 2 recruit in the country, so I'm all for it if it works.
He's going to get the free, endless amounts of melting moments ice cream sandwiches.
Oh,
that is in part of all their NIL deals.
That's a lethal pitch. Back to the coach fight, the interesting part. What when Mel and Jim inevitably get in like a little beef? What's it going to be about? Like these two guys they have, Mel's pretty aggressive, straight laced, and Jim's a little quirky goofball. Is it going to be an aggressive handshake at midfield? What's it going to be that gets them in a little spat? It's going to come one day.
I don't see the spat coming because Mel doesn't view Jim as a person.
If I see the spat coming, it's going to be something like a play that happened on the field that they don't agree with.
I just can't see them.
It's going to be like Mel's going to be like, "Oh, we never gave up, blah, 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 whatever." And then Jim's going to be like, "Well, it's in situations when I played.
that could see
you
that.
let the dogs off a little bit. We have our backups in or whatever."
The media tried to drum it up last year with the complaints from Michigan about the calls, and then Mel did a more big picture saying like
Jim was whining quite a bit about that.
And Mel was. And he didn't attack. He didn't specify anyone, but people were trying to drum it up, and I don't think that was anything. But it's not going to happen, obviously, until Michigan wins against Mel, because
that will be required.
But I could definitely see Jim getting a little cocky, maybe a little aggressive handshake when he finally gets his win over him. So it's coming one day. I mean, it's going to happen with like the coaches of Michigan State have probably never really, they don't get along, but like they've been pretty civil so far compared to past years.
What a world where accomplished Jim Harbaugh is still searching for a win against Mel Tucker.
He's every day.
God,
he's bringing in DC. He's bringing in his
God,
DC coordinator saying,
cracks me up.
How are we going to stop Peyton Thorne on first and second
I
down?
agree with
God
that,
damn
though.
it.
If like one team's like beating the other pretty good and it's the end of the game, the losing team like does some dirty cheap shot, I could see like them talking about that afterwards.
Do you think they'd be I feel like both guys would understand if a coach is like running up the score. Do you think running up the score would get testy in
Jim would
post-game?
get pissed about it, no doubt.
I don't think.
No, because Jim just
I don't think anyone
Jim,
would say anything, but I think both teams would like
well, because so what's happened?
internally
Like,
be pissed about it.
Michigan and Penn State have had this little thing where Franklin ran it up on us once.
Franklin
and then,
got upset with D'Antoni one.
We
and
ran it
then-
up on them.
And then,
Yes.
yeah, Jim never said anything about it. Yeah, so the same thing. I guess Jim never said anything about it. He just ran it up the next time he was able to. So, and also Jim
That's
kind of
just like running up the score and like and trying to do it the next year. Like that should just be like, all right, you did it to us, we did it to you, and like you
Yes.
shouldn't have to worry about that.
It's
Yeah.
hard to envision though this rivalry like having a bunch of blowouts in the future.
Correct.
True.
So I think there's going to just be a lot of classics like we've seen.
Yeah, I think there's enough of a mutual respect between the two, but there was between Jimbo and Saban. So it just got me thinking like how exciting it would be for our state if there was some beef this
I
last.
think
don't
it's
want
more
it.
weird of how like Jimbo reacted that because he was a former assistant under Saban and now he has no goodwill to talk about him and he doesn't communicate with him anymore.
Yeah,
I just love
Jimbo really got sensitive about it, which means he
I
probably
love-
did something bad.
I love calling your own press conference. 10 a.m. Media, let's go.
Yeah, he had to do it before the SEC canceled the rest of every single coaches in the press conference said you're not talking this week because of it.
Oh, it's so funny.
I'm going to go Team Saban though.
Okay, I like that.
Mel's a Saban guy. I'm going to have to ride with Mel. So
Mm.
I'm gonna go Team Fisher because I love the tea that he was trying to spill, saying go look into his past.
Ah, yeah.
I
love
did
that.
read an
Yeah.
article from a Michigan writer about Nick Saban that was a little, biased, but whatever. It was funny. I laughed at it.
I'll pick Jimbo just solely because Jimbo's one of the most overrated college football coaches of all time, and he still won't win anything down there. But I'll just be on that side.
You pick Team Jimbo even though he's a loser?
You
Yeah, because he won't do anything with
him.
like if he wins or not.
All right.
Saban's
Speaking of
almost
a guy who couldn't win, Mito Pereira, PGA Championship.
Oh, dude, that's why Evan and I played so bad Monday because we watched
feel-
that guy hack it around.
I'm just gonna say I feel bad for the guy. I'm gonna try not to make fun of him too much because I was just thinking how terrible that would feel. And it also made me more confident about my Masters hypothetical we talked about, where if you had like a 6-stroke lead, that I'm not bringing home the green jacket because I watched this professional golfer.
No, dude, he was just making
of what
terrible
he
decisions.
did. Like where's his caddy telling him, you just had the par. Hit a long iron in the fairway, get it close to
Make
the
a
green, up and down
5.
for par. Yeah.
If you make a bogey, you're in a playoff.
Dude, that's
Terrible
that cut-
decision making.
That cut swing was one of the more craziest
Worst
swings I've ever
swing
seen.
I've ever seen from a leader at a major on 18.
What
Not
was
only
probably
that, on
the
the
chip.
putting green, he didn't even like walk around. He didn't check anything. He's like, oh, I didn't do it all day, buddy. You're trying to get into a playoff to win a major, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, no, I trust my feeler. I'm not gonna walk this out or like look at the other side. Completely misplace a break. It was uncomfortable to watch him on the 18th hole. It was horrible. I wanted to turn it off. But I did predict that JT would win when he was on hole 15 to my dad. So,
Well, we did get a good playoff with JT and Willie. So
we did.
2 fan favorites and JT.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know
not
how
a
you
Willie
can't cheer
guy.
for J2.
Not a
you-
Willie guy.
I'm not saying I'm a Willie guy, but he's like a fan favorite, Barstool and all that kind of stuff.
Grant likes him.
I'm a Willie guy.
And love to see all the memes about him being Happy Gilmore's caddy. So
Can we
Yes.
talk about Willie's putting stroke?
didn't pay
Dude.
that close attention. Sorry.
Oh my God. I'll find a TikTok I saw of one of his strokes. Disgustingly terrible.
If it's just one, Alex, then you can't
No,
just nitpick
because
one.
I saw it live when I was watching several times, and then that's just how he putts. It's worse than you.
Golf-
It's worse than me.
Golf
worse
is
than
hard.
Grant.
Golf is hard, and we saw that this weekend. But I guess it was kind of good that happened because it was going to be a pretty terrible tournament if that did not happen.
Got
Well,
to
when
see
you
a
got
playoff for
five
the first
guys
time
that-
in 19 majors. So what? Over 4 years.
I think it was 2017. Yeah.
They said 19 in a row, but then like COVID kind of messed up the major, so I don't really know.
When you have 5 guys in the top 5 to start Sunday that have never won a tournament, they were bound to suck on Sunday. And they all did. They really all played really bad. And the guys that played like under par were JT and Rory. So.
Yeah.
I mean, JT could have won that in normal.
Rory
if he almost won it outright. If he would have made it on 18.
He missed a birdie putt on 13, missed a birdie putt on 16, missed a birdie putt on 18.
And JT hit a full-on shank.
Yeah.
Full-on dead shank to the right.
Looked like you.
Hey. We all make shanks, even the pros. Even PGA champion Justin Thomas.
Mito Pereira.
Mito's not a major champion.
Next talking point. Juwan Howard made a fantastic career decision over the weekend. Turned down an offer from the Los Angeles Lakers because he said, you know what? LeBron James is a loser. I don't want to go coach that guy.
Not a confirmed offer. It was a confirmed courting.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when Shams Charania is tweeting saying that there was an offer, there was interest, that means that, hey, Juwan, you want the job.
Offer, so there's interest.
He probably said, hey, Juwan, you interested?
We're done with this one. You got your LeBron chop in. He's staying with his sons.
It was nice to not lose another coach to the NBA. That's huge. You don't want to keep losing them.
He is going to leave at some point.
What do you guys think about his decision? Do you think it was the right decision to stay at Michigan, or should he have gone to take on Los Angeles?
He definitely didn't need to go take on the Los Angeles dumpster fire Lakers. That would be a bad career move. Now when like a good organization opens up and there's not so much drama, then he should probably take that. But yeah, I think he made the right decision to stay.
You're going to a guy that's just notorious for firing coaches, having trouble with coaches, trying to run the entire organization, sitting out when they're on a playoffs run in the last 5 games.
Defense.
Yeah, blows up an entire roster and then blames the front office, and that's why he had no help.
Vouches for Russell Westbrook.
I mean, I would much rather coach my 2 sons in college.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Why haven't the Red Wings hired a head coach?
No, wait. I had another little thing too.
The Michigan fan wants to talk about.
I had one.
I don't need a LeBron murder session.
I said
on this podcast.
Well,
I'm switching it from LeBron.
He has 4 championships.
Who do you think? Who do you think was most
about to have 3
in the world? Who do you think was the most upset to see the news about Juwan staying at Michigan?
The most upset?
Yeah. Hot seat for this guy. He's like, damn it.
The one dude from the assistant from Wisconsin.
Bill Martelli.
That's the right guess. Is Krabbenhoff. I just wrote Greg Gard because it's funnier to say, but Greg Gard, hot seat. He's like, God damn it. I thought we were going to get him out of the league.
Yeah.
Buys a bunch of bubble wrap. He's like,
Juwan's out in 2 years. Book it. That's when Jet and Jace will be gone.
That means Jet's gone in 2 years.
Where's he going?
I assume so. The pros.
You think he's league bound?
Jet in 2 years? Yeah, probably. Max Christie's good enough to go. We didn't
Caleb
talk
Houston
about
and
that.
Max Christie are both gone. Yeah, so
is Houston gone? Confirmed?
Gonna be. Yeah, he's promised back. He got promised by the Thunder.
Musa gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
Alex, they had to get back in by. Oh, was it May 31st?
It's June. They still have a couple days, but they're both gonna be gone.
All right, we're football fans.
Hockey, Red Wings head coaching search. Evan wants to know, or is asking, what are we doing here, Evan? Why is Steve Yzerman pulling a Tom Izzo when it comes to hiring an assistant coach? They're just taking naps right now.
Assistant coach.
That'd be sweet.
There is a reason behind it that I believe that you see in other professions to where, okay, your number one probably priority, rumor had it, a lot of analysts, a lot of reporters were saying, but he stayed with the Islanders.
Because that job opened.
The assistant coach.
Correct. Now, if you're late in this process, you haven't been hearing anything, it's either he already has his guy.
Barry Trotz.
And it's not just like working out. Or the guy that you really want is still in the playoffs. Either A, as an assistant coach, or as a head coach. Tell me it's a head coach,
Evan.
There is a definite big pull with the Red Wings. Okay, original 16. We can throw money at them.
Hockey
it's
town.
Steve Yzerman.
District Detroit, Little Caesars Pizza, Coney's.
Nicer than Jacksonville.
You could have it. I mean, Yzerman is probably willing to give up a little of the freedom of like roster control and whatnot. You know, he's new for the Red Wings.
Tell me,
there's a name out there. I don't want to butcher his name. I was looking up the other day.
Taking my pants off.
It's a spicy hot take.
Paul Bissonnette.
This comes from
Brian Whitney
and Brian Whitney are head coaches of the Red Wings.
No, I don't want to butcher the name.
Too late.
Just tell us the team.
The Carolina Hurricanes' current head coach, Rob
I'm watching them
Brind'Amour.
up 2-1 right now. You were going to
Rob
butcher
Brind'Amour.
that name? You did a great job there.
Yeah, you killed that.
My dad also called them Mike, and I tried to look it up, and I couldn't find it. And
I think there
realized,
is a Mike
name's Rob.
Brind'Amour.
Okay,
He lives in Onstead.
this guy played college hockey at Michigan State University.
We couldn't get him for our head coach. Damn.
Correct.
Did he
The
coach
only downs-
Abdelkader?
No.
He was a player,
He-
Grant. A
He
player.
was a player here.
Oh, Adam
Great.
Nightingale.
Yes, and then played
Shut your mouth.
played in NHL, and then as soon as he retired, he was named an assistant coach. It's going to be hard to pull him away from Carolina
He's
I'd
got
say
due to
so.
the fact that
buzzing
he was
right
a
now.
captain at Carolina, won a Stanley Cup in 2006, I believe,
So
with Carolina.
we're going to take their Steve Yzerman to work underneath our Steve Yzerman.
Correct. But also,
Oh.
money talks.
Mm-hmm. Walks
He
on
was
a tightrope.
Wow.
Lil Wayne. Bart.
2
Bars.
Selke trophies, World Championship gold
Evan, we
medal, and a
need
Stanley
Car-
Cup with the Hurricanes.
We need... Oh, you want a Selkie? We need Carolina
2.
to lose this series. Because if they win and go to the
I
Cup,
don't
he's
want the
not
Rangers
leaving.
to win anyways, but I
Well,
just
good
still
news.
think
They're up 2-1 in the second.
this would be
right
one of
now.
the biggest moves in like recent
History.
hockey news of like just a coach just like moving over to another coach that hasn't had like any recent success.
Evan, where are you hearing this? Your circles?
Yes, I got inside sources. I
You
mean,
know-
if you just line
Wow,
up the
now I'm going to
facts-
be disappointed when we hire
Correct.
Barry
We'll be
Trotz.
dis-
It's going to be
I hope
sweet.
we don't hire.
You know
Barry
what they
Trotz.
say? Aim for the Rod Brind'Amours. At least if you miss, at least you'll fall among the Barry Trotzes.
Yes.
Yeah, no
I can
one
already
says that.
picture the opening press conference with the winged wheel jerseys, the home Reds with Rod Brind'Amour and Johnny Hockey standing next to each other, shoulder to shoulder.
Stop.
Perfect.
And then they place the C on John.
Stop.
They rip the C off Dylan Larkin's jersey and smack it on Johnny Hockey's. And they said,
I
"Let's
wouldn't even
roll."
care at that
Larkin's
point.
not even going to be
Yes.
on the Red Wings next year.
Yes, he
Whoa.
will be. Stop
Well,
it.
there's
Alex,
my
you have-
circles.
He's gonna be a Red Wing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh my god!
Rob doesn't
Rod-
want that trash on his team.
Is it
Whoa,
Rod or Rob?
Take it easy.
It's Rob Brind'Amour.
Roberto
hyphen
Brind'Amour.
last name.
Roberto.
He's got quite the spelling of the last name.
I hope we bring in some if we don't bring in him, bring some really scary European coach.
Mm.
That would be intimidating.
Speaking of a European coach,
Oh,
somebody just won the Coach of the Year award over there. Number 91 retired the jersey.
love it.
I don't think it'll ever happen.
Or just let
because they
Yzerman do
just
a
stick to
Bill.
it.
Let Yzerman do a Bill Belichick and coach GM.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, he'd look
All right,
good
let's
behind
hear
the
your
bench.
big boards. No more
Yeah.
Red Wings. All these dream
Draft.
scenarios that won't happen. Evan tells me every year. So let's just move
Draft
on.
lottery.
My actual big board or no?
Your big board.
Well, the draft
Yours.
lottery. Before we do that, draft lottery.
Can you look up my?
Were you guys
messages again?
actually upset
Oh, Evan,
by
your big
the
board's
draft
changed
lottery
now,
results?
bro.
Yes.
Was I upset? It's a weird
100%.
question.
I cursed out some mean things across the living room at my TV.
At guy Mark Tatum, is that the guy that does?
Yeah,
that?
whoever was flipping them over, I didn't really
If
care.
there was a
about them.
Cade Cunningham, I would be super pissed. However, there's not, in my opinion. So I wasn't that upset. And I also told our group chat we were the most likely team to get 5 or 6. So I kind of already knew it was going to happen. I don't know why that happens in the lottery. Why you can have the third worst record and then you're most likely to get 5th.
So lottery's rigged, bro.
I was never good at math.
Doesn't make any sense to me, but
Yeah,
no, I
but
wasn't upset.
what
There's still
I
going to be a
was-
good player there.
What I was pissed about is all the chances that Sacramento has had over the years, and they still blow it every single year, and they're the team
Well, they're
that needs to
trading
jump
that
up.
pick.
It
for
just
Jeremy
doesn't make
Grant,
sense.
and we're picking 4 and 5.
Maybe we could work out a deal for De'Aaron Fox.
Mm.
Jeremy Grant and Killian Hayes for the number 4 pick. You guys do it.
I did some math. I think we can.
Hayes is gonna be a Piston for life.
Evan, Jeremy Grant, Killian Hayes for the number 4 pick.
And Giannis.
And a bench player.
Yes. Deal. You could take Sadiq Bey.
Can someone just answer my honest hypothetical?
What is it?
Killian Hayes and Jeremy Grant for pick 4. And a bench
That's too
player.
much. That's too much.
And a what player?
Like a role player. I don't know. I don't know the Kings roster. I'll give you.
And we get to keep 5, so we get 4 and 5.
We have 4 and 5. And we
No,
get
'cause
DiVincenzo.
We don't get a top 3 pick.
We get DiVincenzo in the 4th pick for Killian and Jeremy.
Now we get Jaden Ivey and Keegan Murray. We don't really get that much better.
Is it going to mess us up, Alex? Like when if we have to, because then we go sign some people because we have a lot of money. I'm intrigued by it.
Or we take Trey Lyles back.
Okay, well then no. Then
Harrison
I become
Barnes.
a Raptors fan.
Jeremy
No,
Grant
his
for
contract's
Harrison Barnes in the
disgusting.
4th
His
pick.
contract's disgusting.
No, Harrison Barnes gets paid too much money.
All right. Jeremy
bring
Grant
me
for the
these-
4th pick.
Bleacher Report articles.
Jeremy Grant for the 4th pick?
These are
Yes. Deal.
Or a Bleacher Report.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I mean, with little tease, little giveaway for the big board. I'm not in love with anyone in this range. Honestly, I was thinking about if I was a GM, there's a 80% chance as I sit here on May 26th, I would just pull the reach of all reaches and just draft Malachi Branham at 5 and be like, I don't care what anyone else's big
Why
board
wouldn't
says.
you
I
just
love
trade
this guy.
back? There's rumors that we're already looking to trade back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Jaden Ivey scares me. What do you guys think about him?
I'm not going to be
shoot
mad
well
if he
enough to be
drafted.
ball dominant.
I
Yeah,
think
I
he's a
just-
good
like
player to
perimeter.
pair with Cade.
What does that mean though? Like is Jaden Ivey a good shooting guard?
Yeah.
He'll improve his shooting. He can create by himself a little bit. He has the
He's a good
ability to play
slasher.
good defense.
Yeah.
He doesn't
He's
always play
lengthy,
good
he's got
defense if he just
wingspan.
commits.
I think he's a minus passer, and I just remember him when you choke against the Peacocks, I just have a bad taste in
When
my mouth.
AJ Hogard plays really good defense against you, you might question him a little bit. I just think his motor has some issues. If he could just lock in a little more.
I mean, in
He's
the
best
playoffs, people will
athlete
lock
the whole
in.
Draft.
Maybe.
Who's better?
I don't know, but there probably is someone that like
Paulo.
there's comparable. I think
Jabari Smith.
the Matherin kid from Arizona is pretty electric.
Yeah, but Matherin just likes to sit and shoot.
That's not true at all.
He's a good shooter though. But it is
I like
true.
him a lot. I like Keegan Murray. The thing I told Alex the other day, Evan, that worries me about Keegan Murray is I think our team's going to be very unathletic if we draft Keegan Murray because we're already pretty unathletic. And I look at the playoffs and like there's just some high level athletes out there.
Yeah.
And like Sadiq Bey is not like a plus athlete. He's solid. Keegan Murray's not super athletic. I mean, even Cade is really not that crazy athletic. He's just moves at his own pace and good. So maybe it's okay to have a bunch of guys like that, but I would worry about our perimeter defense at
If you
times.
want a plus athlete, then you take Ivy or Shaden Sharp.
Yeah, but Ivy's like not great at defense. If he was like a good
He
college
can be.
defender,
He easily can be a good defender.
we're guessing.
No, we're not guessing. He played good defense.
Some guys
games,
just don't
when he
care
wanted to
about-
play.
Some guys just don't care about that end of the floor, and it's hard to convince them to.
I think any guy that goes to Detroit with Stewart, Cunningham, and how they yell and demand defense, I think they're going to have to play defense or they're not going to play.
It's a good point.
So I think you can mold anyone into playing defense. If you're
Let's wrap our
athletic.
bow on it. We don't have to do our big boards because we got to do more research. We got a month ago. But if you were making the pick at 5 today and the top 3 are gone that we expect, who are you taking?
So 4, no one went at 4.
You get to pick I'll just tell you the pool then. Like, you just, the 3 that are gone. You know who the 3 are going to, Chet's going to be on, Jabari's gone, Paolo's gone. You just forget about 4, say they're all left. Who are you taking at 5 and why?
So Sharp, Ivy, Murray, or Matherin.
Or anyone. The whole draft is available for you. You could take Max Christie here if you think he's the difference. Alex. Bad
He's a loser.
alumni.
He's not an alum, so
I almost feel like I got to
blame
bleep that out for the kid. Jeez.
You should. You should bleep that out. Evan, you go first.
Something the smart and just like the easy pick would be Keegan Murray. But something the small part of me, deep down, says Sharp.
Wow.
Just
I
like
love
goes
the
with
potential.
The glory play.
just
I'm in
the
love with
potential
potential.
and like something he's probably not going to pan out in like year 1. Probably not even in year 2. But like year 3, when you actually have like pieces around like the team where he could actually like finally have like a decent season, he like grows into himself, gets a full like 82 games of basketball underneath him. Year 3, that's when like you can see it. Yeah, I'm taking
You still got a month to decide,
Keegan
Evan.
Murray. Potential. See what happens. Roll the dice. Like, you never know. Find a diamond in the rough. Take the risky side of the business. Take the Canadian bridge instead of actually getting off your exit to Ford Field. I think you take Sharp.
He's got the name too, Shaden Sharp. That's an NBA name.
Sharp and Cunningham.
Sharp from downtown.
I'm
He's
watching
sharp
his high
shooting.
school highlights. They are insane.
Hell,
Yeah.
it's still high school highlights. Come on,
That's
get
all we have.
over
Evan.
that.
We don't have
You
anything.
put me. You
Correct.
put me.
So
So
you
I
don't
have to
watch
watch
any.
something.
You don't watch any.
So
Go
I just
drop
guess
me-
if he's good.
Yes.
I can see athleticism in high school.
Go
days.
drop.
Go
drop
watch.
me against Hanover Horton right now, and I'll give him 40.
You're not dunking like this.
No, but I'm gonna do it in different ways.
Old man game. Up and unders, baby.
Pulling off
right
from half
now,
court.
as of May 26th, I'm taking Keegan Murray because I want to win now. So he's the oldest of the group, and he's like ready to go. And I have a fun fact about Keegan Murray that made me fall in love with him from a college basketball podcast right before March Madness when I was listening to all of them to get ready for the tournament. There was an anecdote that at Iowa, when you got their team Nike shoes, like the kids like hold on to them, but then they all get their own like custom pairs and they wear different Nikes. Keegan Murray says, nope, I'll just take those. I'll take those team issued ones and wear them all season. Now that's a guy I want in my locker room. Shades of Tim Duncan personality. He's just about his business and he gets buckets.
I respect
All right.
that.
Alex,
Initially, Keegan Murray was my guy as well.
but you got blinded by the flash like you always do.
I don't know. No, I was gonna pick Keegan Murray right now. Just you picked Keegan Murray, so I'm just gonna pick someone different for the sake of the podcast. If you're gonna make a graphic of who we'd all take, then you can put like 3 different guys, right?
No, I don't need to do that now. It's May 26th.
I would take Keegan Murray just because I think it's the safest play. And if I was the GM, I wouldn't want to get fired, so I'd take him. Flashy pick, Shaden Sharp.
You're afraid of looking Tom Gores in the eye.
I will say though, whoever we take, we're not gonna. I mean, I don't know who we're gonna sign, but we're not on pace to win anything. So you could take Shaden Sharp and let him develop if you wanted to.
On pace to go 500.
That's not winning. What's the point of going 500 to lose in the first round?
Well, you can't go from third worst
Another
to
day
like
for this,
championship, Alex. That's not how that works.
Well, ask Cincinnati, the Bengals.
Different sport.
So we're just doing different sports where one single position matters the most.
The Los Angeles Lakers bring in LeBron James and win the NBA Finals in the bubble.
That didn't count.
No, it did.
The
No,
Pistons-
it did.
No, Anthony Davis won that championship for him.
Whatever. They
Alex.
won the championship and they sucked.
Alex, if things fell right and there was another bubble in Walt Disney World and we added some pieces, the Pistons could make the finals like the Heat did. That doesn't count.
Proved that they were good, Grant. They're
It's
in the
just
Eastern
whoever-
Conference Finals right now.
No, that was
Stop.
that was legitimate Mickey
Stop.
Mouse title. It was in Mickey Mouse World. LeBron's
You're supposed to not be biased on this podcast, and anytime LeBron's mentioned, you let the bias creep in.
Since when have we
Summer
ever
drinks.
said when have we ever said we aren't biased? I love being biased. Okay. Summer drinks draft. The 5 categories: beer, seltzer, mixed drink, sports drink, and miscellaneous. And the miscellaneous cannot be one of the other 4 categories because there's enough other drinks out there to fill that. So let's get the random number generator up. 1 to 3. Alex is 1. I am 2. Evan's 3. Click the button. 1. Where'd you like to draft, Alex?
2.
Generate. 3.
First.
So I will be on the turn. So it's Evan, Alex, Grant. 5 categories. Evan, you know the rules. Start us off.
Mixed drink number 1, Moscow Mule.
It was that.
Yeah, it was. He stuck to his guns.
Damn.
I had to. I'm not a big mixed drink guy. I don't have many of them, but there's something about a Moscow Mule that just hits differently.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect combination of everything you want. So, and plus and most of the time, 95% of the time, you get in a fancy cup.
They're usually like bronze, but
Yes.
like that. Something about the crisp ginger beer with a lime in it. Oh.
They are nice.
And you never feel like you're getting too drunk, but you are. You're getting kind of drunk.
It's a great way to start an evening.
Yes.
And it's never wrong to have
I can't say I
multiple.
drink Moscow Mules much. My parents do, but I do not.
I don't drink any other mixed drink besides that regularly. So,
All right. So that's a huge hit to my board. Alex, you were up.
I'll go Corona for my first pick. Beer.
God.
Specify, please, what kind of Corona?
You can't pick light or extra. That's not.
Oh,
you do not
watch
get that
extra.
choice later. No, I'm overruling you trying to take one.
You think you get to Bogart a whole?
It's one beer, Grant. You're not getting Bush beer and Bush Light. You're not. No one's going to take Bush beer if someone took Bush Light.
Why not? What if they really love that? I'm picturing an actual for this draft, actual cans or bottles of a beverage.
No.
I'm not. No, yeah, you have to. I'm not saying I'm going to take it. I'm just saying I think
because I'm not taking light. I'll take Corona Extra.
Okay, you're taking Corona
And
Extra.
if you take Corona Light, that's a joke. This draft will have no integrity.
It wouldn't
I'm
be
telling
the
you
best
right
move.
now, it'll have no integrity.
Okay, I'm going to take my miscellaneous category here, which I may regret, but it's highest on my power rankings, and I have live pivot,
Pivot.
sports drink, lemon lime Gatorade. You can't beat it in the summertime.
So we can take other Gatorade flavors.
100%. Yeah, I can't take Gatorade. That'd be psychotic.
Lemon lime is a terrible flavor.
Oh, are you serious?
Lemon
hate
lime
lemon lime.
cures hangovers.
Lemon lime is the greatest flavor. It's the OG. It's the original Gatorade. It's what they made it for.
Yeah, I originally didn't like it.
Wow. That's a psychotic move.
No, I don't think so.
Especially in the summertime when you need it the most. You're hungover on the camping trip or fast
You
horses.
you crawl out of your tent, a sip
twist
of
that.
lemon lime Gatorade cures half of your body right then and there.
It's so good. Now I'll go miscellaneous. I'll take a chance on the mixed drink category potentially being do or die, but I'm going to take a Baja Blast from Taco Bell as my miscellaneous drink in this draft.
Well, I don't feel bad with my miscellaneous drink that is not alcoholic, so I respect that.
My miscellaneous drink's also non-alcoholic, so.
Oh, I might do alcoholic, get the people buzzing a little bit.
Oh, I think all of mine were non-alcoholic, so yeah. I mean, I don't have to sell it to Alex. Alex knows. I made basically one tonight. I just love Baja Blast, and it's the best from Taco Bell. That's where I get it the most, so I'm going to go with that variation.
It's very good. It's very good stuff.
Back to you, Alex.
No, it's Evan. Oh, I'm
No.
two. I am two.
Yeah.
Oh,
Snake.
wow. Pretty cool.
Okay. That was enough.
Yeah, I don't like mixed drinks very much. So,
That's not what your credit card statement says.
yeah, get them. I'll go miscellaneous. This could be controversial, but this is just what I would go. I'm going iced coffee in the summer. It's controversial because, you think coffee and you think hot, but iced coffee in the summer, it's really nice in the morning.
I don't hate the pick, but that just screams corporate America, Alex. I mean, that's just the most just.
Gotta pick things that I actually like and drink. So that's something that I drink a lot in the summer.
What kind of iced coffee we talking? What is Alex getting in it?
Well, I usually just drink my coffee black, right?
Even when it's iced?
Even iced, usually, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen you drink just an iced black coffee. You usually just piggyback on what I order from.
Well, you usually
Starbucks.
go in order, but for example, today I just got an iced venti Pike Place this morning from Starbucks. Sometimes I get a pump or two of vanilla,
Oh, You got to pump it up. Pump it up. Back to Evan for 2 picks in a row.
2 picks in a row. Okay, I hate seltzers.
Evan, did you have coffee on your big board?
I did not. I had iced coffee for miscellaneous. It's down there, but I had it on there. I'm gonna go beer. I'm gonna go Weinenkugel's Summer Shandy.
I knew that would be your pick.
It's a great pick. It's an upset pick. I thought there was one. I don't want to spoil. We know what it is. I thought there was one beer with your name on it. I thought you and Alex were going to have a fight for it.
Busch Light?
Yeah.
I see summer drinks.
Summer beer. I can drink that
summer
anytime.
drinks. I branch out a little bit. It's not the fall. It's not the winter yet.
Busch Light's like a great winter beer.
It's versatile.
Hunting
it's a great
beer.
Summer beer.
It's a great beer.
It's great beer in the fall.
It's a great beer.
I had a Leinenkugel story that I hadn't had it in so long because the first time I ever had it, I didn't really enjoy it. But when I went to the Tigers game a couple weeks ago, I had one at the park. It was $11, not here nor there. Anyways, maybe that's why I liked it so much. Drank it. It was phenomenal. It tasted
I only ever have it at Muck's.
Tasted more lemonade-y than I remember, and it was great. Also,
Fantastic.
has a fantastic name. You can just say, give me a Cougs. And it has a great can. It's a beautiful can. I love cans. It has a
Nice
beautiful
bottle
can.
as well.
Great pick, Evan. Your third pick.
Shoot.
Chet Holmgren.
I'm going to do sports drink. I'm going to do strawberry banana body armor.
This is the way you said that.
That's a Brody combo thing.
Yeah.
This just shows Evan's new school. He's like, you guys can sip on your Gatorades and Powerade. I'm on the
I've
body
never
armor.
even tasted a body armor before.
Wow.
You're missing out. They're way better than anything. They're healthier for you.
Wow. That's great. Maybe I should give it a shot.
I think I've had like 1 or 2, but yeah, I'm very novice. So you had this market cornered, Evan, in this draft.
I did. I could have saved it for the end.
Does it? So they're like a juicy drink, so it's not the consistency of like a smoothie, right? It's like a juice, but
it's a sports drink.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it's made with coconut water.
Oh.
And there's not much like artificial flavor or dyes in it.
And the flavor is still strong enough to be
good.
good.
Yeah, strawberry banana packs a punch. You're gonna get addicted to that one. There's not many flavors that I don't like, or you're like, nah, I could deal without. What's really good is they have a Body Armor sells electrolyte plus caffeine energy drink, sports drink. Those are fantastic.
Well, I'm decaf now, so but thank you for
my
that.
bad, Alex. FYI.
Got it. I'll be trying.
Speaking of Alex, you're picking the middle here.
To me, I feel like none of my picks are going to get taken. They're all off the wall. So I'll probably finish last in this draft if there was voting. But
I think I'm going to make a graphic, but probably no voting. That's a lot of work.
I'll go. There's not many seltzers I like really enjoy.
Acid reflux. That's a huge storyline in this draft.
There's no acid reflux from seltzers.
Pounding sugar headaches.
Beer is acid reflux. However, I'm going to go with what I'm currently drinking, Truly Margarita Style. They're very good. I really enjoy them. And I don't like many seltzers, but these ones are really good. Good flavors.
Some of this, obviously, I think, Evan, do you agree that for the seltzers, we can just give the person a whole pack if it's a specific flavor?
Yeah, he can have Truly. I wasn't picking Truly. He can have every single Truly on there if you really wanted to.
I don't like the original Trulies, though.
Alex
so I would
gets
really
the
like
Truly,
this one.
He gets the Truly Margarita pack, the 4 flavors.
Yes,
Deal.
that's what I would like.
He can have them.
All right. He can have them. That's a confident.
Evan hates seltzers, though. I don't know what he's going to pick.
I gave up on them. I did. I'm going to try to bamboozle you. I did. I was all for them until violently hungover on October 31st,
They
2020.
produced some hangovers. Oh my god, I missed a huge seltzer that I forgot.
That's not a seltzer.
No.
That's an asterisk.
I was going to say, I don't think that counts. So if someone tries to take
I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to backdoor it and see what happens.
I don't think I can allow that.
Yes, you have to just let it
It's not a seltzer, though. But that is the obvious choice. If it counts, if that does count, that is by far the best.
You know the thing about seltzers, though, that's like confusing is a lot of them advertise now like 0 sugars. And I'm just like, are they lying to us? Are they doing a loophole? Because like there's no way these have no sugar in them. How is
these
this
ones
happening?
have 1 gram?
Yeah, it's like, what? All right, but you guys both took. I have 2 picks. You guys both took beer, so I don't have to do that. I'll do that last. So I got my mixed drink and seltzer. Which one do you want to hear first? Do you care?
I'm going to overrule your seltzer, I think.
I'm going to take a margarita as my mixed drink.
Oh.
Some tequila.
I didn't even think about
some lime. When I think about summer drinks, it's light. Get the salt on the rim. It's easy to make. That's a big thing too. Like if I'm going on a vacation, you can get some crazy mixed drinks that are great, but like you don't make those yourself because they're just.
Miami
I'm not,
Vice.
Yeah, I'm not. Yes, but
Miami Vice is really good.
You're not going to catch me getting out like a frozen puree machine to get like fruits involved and like I'm going to make a slushie myself. That's not happening. So,
but you can just buy this stuff though, Grant.
Yeah, that's my mom gets those daiquiri packs and she'll just take them in a cooler. I'm like, that just looks disgusting. Sorry, my mom. I'll take the margarita. Now for seltzer, I'm going to also stay in the Truly family, but I'm going to take the punch pack. The red box of Trulies, by far the best pack of seltzers I've ever tasted in my life. The 2 best cans in there, if I had to take a single can, I'd take the red can, the fruit punch, but the green can, citrus punch, is also phenomenal.
Don't do anything. Continue. I just had a brain meltdown and like a brain fart of what like I've had recently, and I don't even know if I can use 2 of them.
That was a great moment. I've been thinking, he's like, what? But the blue can's also good. The berry, I don't like berries, so the berry punch is all right. But and when you have 3 out of 4, if there's a 4-pack and 3 out of 4 are really good, that's how you know you got a good pack of seltzers. Goes back to Alex.
It does.
For pick 4.
You guys both done your mixed drinks now? So I don't need to do that.
Yes.
You've also done your sports drinks. Sports drink.
We like sports and we don't care who knows.
So I can pick Gatorade, but that's kind of like loser because you already have a Gatorade flavor.
It's less loser than me taking Corona Light because there's like 1,000 Gatorade. There's actually like 15 Gatorade flavors, so you're fine. And there's not many sports drinks. There's a lot of beers. So I'm giving you the green light.
Could be controversial, but I like this flavor of Gatorade. Fruit punch, red Gatorade.
You scream the kid that would have a red mustache from drinking Gatorade when you were a kid. I can see it on your face now.
I love red Gatorade. I like cool blue too, but I went red.
All right.
Summer's red's more refreshing in the summer.
It's a solid pick. I would never turn down a Gatorade flavor. You know what's growing on me lately is grape. I really like grape.
Oh, gross.
Riptide Rush. Don't sleep on it.
I'd actually like to change my answer to Powerade Zero, blue.
Yeah, okay. Are you serious?
No, that's disgusting.
Okay.
Powerade Blue, though, was pretty good.
Now, Evan's on the hot seat here. He's got 2 picks to end his draft, and I think he's scrambling.
I'm just trying to get away with just absolutely just like thieving.
I'm going to deny the seltzer picks.
Well, Evan, just first of all, for future reference, this is a terrible way to set it up to like say, I'm going to try to do
Alex knows what I'm going to say. Yeah, Alex knows the exact can
because I thought of it right after I said my answer, and then I was like, no, that doesn't count.
Thinking about this, it's just...
And this was for seltzer?
Yeah.
It's because it's not a seltzer.
But it's in a can. Everybody thought it was a seltzer.
I just Googled it.
It's vodka and soda.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's not... I think Dave Portnoy always talked at length about how it's not a seltzer because it's vodka.
It's a hard seltzer, according to High Noon itself.
According to Google and Delicious.com, the best hard seltzers.
High Noon itself calls it High Noon hard seltzers.
Oh, then I think you're good then.
You're in.
Pineapple.
That seems like a joke.
Wow.
But you got it in.
So this is so covered. You want to stick with pineapple?
Pineapple.
Or should we just give him the whole thing?
You get the whole box.
Single High Noon.
You get the whole box.
They have so many flavors now that I want to try them.
I know.
Price point could turn people away.
Oh yeah.
The bad thing is, like, a lot of them are like a lot of seltzers are getting like branching out and having more flavors. And I just don't have the energy or the money to like actually try them.
Yes, you do, Evan.
Yeah, Alex and I went through a phase where we tried to buy a new one every time, and we stopped that.
We've got some really gross ones.
No, oh my god. The Bud Light Christmas box was the grossest
those ones
thing.
are disgusting.
No, they make like ginger snap and like apple cinnamon. They were so.
There was one of them that I didn't
mind,
but the rest.
Oh my god, they were terrible. What were the ones you just bought the other day that we had drank at the draft? Those ones were not very good either.
Oh yeah, those were like I would call them like a almost hippie brand where they were like a mom and pop, and I'd never heard of them, and they were terrible.
Yeah, not good.
I need to get back to High Noons.
Oh, so it's mine. Oh, High Noons, baby.
That's huge.
Great pick.
What a pick! I didn't even write it down either.
Miscellaneous.
I thought of it right after because I didn't think it was a seltzer.
I'm gonna go strawberry milkshake.
Whoa!
You gotta throw in the
That
ice
is
cream in the
aggressive.
summertime. There's nothing wrong with the strawberry milkshake.
Holy balls! What a pick!
Wow.
What a moment!
Not to deflect from Evan's thing, but did you see the #1 rated summer seltzer for 2022?
No,
You
I
have
haven't.
the same website as me or no?
I don't know, but it's Hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Seltzer.
You're looking at
#1.
delicious.com, Alex.
Ah, yeah, delish.com.
Delish.com.
Yeah, I might do like a live reaction.
I want to try the
drinking
Topo
that.
Chico as well. Surges are #2, and I don't like those.
Those are too strong for you. Those you can actually taste the alcohol in those.
Alex, you got Truly Margarita #6 on there.
All right, I'll take that.
Redhead #13.
My feels bad.
Rough.
My first,
The ones you liked were ahead of that. The Bud
Well,
Light
I'll make my
Retro
own.
Summer.
This is why we need our own blog so we can make our own rankings, and I can just go at delicious.com. But Evan, when you first said it, I was like, milk in the summer, disgusting. But then I thought about it, and you're right with the ice cream. Nothing better than stopping down to a little Frosty Boy Twin Pines action and getting yourself a little milkshake. So
Milkshake.
I think that plays. The sun's going down. You're sitting on the bench. You're just. Are you a straw or a spoon guy?
This is important.
I'm a straw guy.
Also,
The
straw
whole
guy.
way.
It's not a malt, so it's a milkshake. Now, if I'm sitting down at Big Boy, I'm getting a strawberry malt, and I'm taking my
Getting
spoon
into
to
it.
town.
Yeah.
You're telling the kids to go play on their bikes because this is daddy. This is daddy's alone time.
This is going to get violent.
I would say I use both usually. I always start with the spoon because it's kind of hard to suck
Spoon's
it
a
out
finisher
there.
for me.
Oh wow, little finishing action with the spoon.
Okay.
High Noons are 20.
right.
What a bad list.
Alex, to finish your draft, what do you have left?
Mixed.
Mixy. You just were in Florida. You should have a bunch of just personal experiences with this.
I'm just gonna go with what I like. So this is gonna be.
I know what it is.
Your
I bet.
Saturday morning golf round starter.
No, not what I thought.
Bloody Mary to start the golf round. See, some people think it's not a summer thing.
Oh, I don't know, Alex. That's a tough call.
I think a lot of people drink them in the summer, especially on the
75
golf course.
75 degrees and hotter with the bloody, it gets a little.
It's
It's still
very
good.
common.
Still
golfing.
good, but
what
not.
was I going to take? A vodka lemonade?
That's what I thought you were gonna pick.
That was what I was going to say, and I was like,
Which
that's
is
super lame.
because
so
no
I'm
one
not-
is taking lemonade really, and lemonade in the
Are
summertime.
vodka
So you
lemonades
just
really good?
yeah, they're light.
No, they don't taste good. They taste like
Vodka lemonades go down like water.
they taste like.
Okay,
Well, they do.
I'm glad you went with
say
your heart then.
mojito.
Well,
Had
yeah,
like-
I mean,
had
have you ever
3 in
really-
my life. Pina colada.
I'll take a mint julep from the Kentucky Derby.
Just telling you what I liked having the golf course around 8:30 a.m. when I'm teeing off, and you can't beat that.
No, I think the morning plays right there because you don't want it to be too hot.
Morning
yet,
only.
so-
You're not making them a Bloody Mary
A
at
mimosa?
2 p.m.
I
I don't
what's
like
the other one. What's
mimosas,
the peach one?
Bellini.
A Bellini.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
guess the
not-
thing about it
I'm not
on the
Bellini guys.
on the camping trip in the morning when it's around 70, we still do some bloodies and they taste really good. So
Yeah. Pickle juice cures the hangovers.
all right. My last pick is my beer. We know the elephant in the room. This Corona
I
Light
would
is in
hope
the
that
room.
you don't take that.
I'm not gonna take it. I'm going to take tried and
Bud
true. The best like peak beer sip you can ever have in your life is a Bud Light bottle. So I'll go Bud Light bottle.
Aluminum
Corona-
bottle.
Did you just say that's
No.
the peak sip of beer?
Yes, it's
That's
the
Joke.
like Corona Light is more consistent. Like Bud Light has some weird variation where it can taste really bad, but the peak when it's like a little bit, there's a little bit of extra, there's like a splash of sugar sometimes you get in a Bud Light bottle that you can't explain. I don't know. It's the way that yeast ferments if you catch it on the right temperature.
golf course last weekend.
it's so phenomenal, but it's one out of every 4 you get when you're out. So I'm going to take that, the bottle only, glass bottle, sweating, perspiration. Corona Light was definitely there. Any honorable mentions, guys?
Yeah.
I had one for beer, and it was Blue Moon. I
Busch
like a
Light.
good Blue Moon on an evening.
Busch
in the
Light.
Can't
summer.
have a conversation without Busch Light.
Oberon, Bud Light
Yes.
Orange, Bud Light
Dos
Lime.
Equis.
Shout out Ben V for Oberon. I think he's a big Oberon guy from what I remember.
Yeah.
Most beer in the summer is good. That's just kind of how it goes.
I had
That's
2
true.
miscellaneous
Vodka lemonade.
McDonald's sweet tea.
Yeah. Spiked sweet tea, peach spiked sweet tea.
Arnold
And I'm
Palmer.
surprised-
Arnold Palmer, spiked Arnold Palmer's, regular
thought-
Arnold Palmer.
Twisted tea.
I thought Evan was going to take Arnold Palmer, so I can tell he's just thinking about it now.
I'm standing by my strawberry milkshake. I'm gonna go get
Also-
one right after this. I don't want to
Also,
feel
I-
bad about it.
Great. You want to go to Taco Bell?
That might
How
be a
about
no
Hot
from
Blast
me.
Freezy?
What I know, Evan. We had pop in, but I took it out because I realized, Evan, you were not a big pop guy.
I was gonna
would
pick
say-
one. I was gonna pick one of the flavors
RC
that I've
Cola.
tasted. No,
What have you done?
I've taken a sip of Faygo recently, and Faygo Rock and Rye still slaps.
Basically the
Does.
same as RC Cola.
It's still no, Alex, it's different.
Shit,
Faygo
think
Rock
the
and Rye
difference.
hits. Yeah,
The
It's-
2 summer pops that I thought of were a Sprite or like an orange Fanta or solid in
McDonald's
the summer.
Coke always quenches the thirst after a long basketball practice.
And then the last thing that was fun to look up when I was searching sports drinks, do you guys remember when Mitchell Park had All Sport as
Yeah.
their main sports drink?
they said
That's shit.
Gatorade.
as
That is butt.
I put
I
down
would
orange
tolerate-
juice. That's how
I
much
thought
I
you
love
would
orange
take that.
juice.
I thought you would have taken that
God,
as
I
your
love it.
miscellaneous.
I just know I would get a lot of hate for that. Some
Orange
people
juice is
just
good.
hate orange juice, but like I
Those
think it's
people
the
are
key to
weird.
life.
Those people are weird.
I was thinking, like, when I was doing the categories, like, juice could be a category. I was like, the only one is going to be orange juice, and Alex is going to take
Grape.
it right away. So
Grape juice, real good.
Yeah, but I'm not drinking that on the
I wanted
steady.
to do my mixer. I've only had it. I had it on the first camping trip. It's like Owen's mixers and mint cucumber lime.
Mm.
You mix that with like vodka or whatever. Phenomenal. Delicious. But I felt like I only had it for one weekend, so I don't think it counts.
You take Z-Tire ball
Ball.
as your mixed drink.
We're just forcing people. Oh my gosh.
Fireball.
All right.
Right now, if we videotape that.
All right, that is our show. That's our draft. I'll try to whip up a graphic of that. Very colorful graphic with all the cans. Could look nice. Ask people what they think. We do have some under 21 listeners, so maybe they'll just give their thoughts on the sports drinks.
Yep.
But you know what to do. Follow us on any of the platforms at Shot of MS, and then Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. Again, we don't plug this stuff. We need to start plugging this more at the beginning of the show, I feel like, because I hear other shows do that. And just be selfish. Please follow us. Be a friend. Tell a friend about us. We don't ask for much at all. We just give. And you take. But whatever you need to do, follow it. Send the link, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with all that being said, cheers to close
Cheers.
out episode 73. Double fisting Alex. Look at that. Two
Nothing in
seltzers.
them.
Happy Memorial Day. Thanks to all of those that paid the ultimate sacrifice, represent the red, white, and blue. It's not just a holiday vacation for
Salute
all
the
of you.
troops.
There's a real reason for it. So have a safe holiday
Grant,
weekend.
it's not just the start of summer.
What Evan said there. That was
true.
beautiful. I was just trying to let Evan finish because that was beautiful.
Yeah.
America.
Shout out that. Shout out America.